Joshua Graham in Skyrim is gonna get married, adopt 2 kids, get pets, go to the college, but first...
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
What do you mean you seen me coming?
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision of you walking up the steps to this altar, long before you were born. You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. It will all unfold as she has predicted.
Is it though? 'Cause I have a better idea than her plans.
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
2 things. Nice accent and you're too vague. Also, not everything's gonna go your way, but... Oh, she was so right. We do need to find Nelakar, who has to be in one of these rooms.
My days at the college are long behind me. Dagor and I have an understanding. He gives me privacy, and I make sure my experiments don't blow up his inn.
Sounds like a really bad deal.
Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions.
It was actually a priestess of Azura.
You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty baron.
Think twice, man.
Just calm down. I'll tell you everything. What do you know about soul gems?
That they're amazing for enchanting.
They are, except the gem is always consumed. They're frail, except for one. Azura's Star, a daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning.
Oh, don't end it like that. Just tell me.
Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Ilinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
And that's enough for me. It's time to go after Azura's Star. So into Ilinalta's Deep we go, which is a fort, a tower that's underwater. Kinda. You go in and not really, but it's very easy to recognize when you're not on your first playthrough. But yeah, the Dromoras are gonna be having a field day with the skeletons and the mages within. And this is gonna be... Indeed, no match at all. By the way, I'm not lying. There are a lot of skeletons, which anything being one hit in legendary mode is just silly. But there could be no other end. And oh, what a shame it wasn't a one hit by shouting, but it still is through archery. I also have no idea what that arch-necromancer was planning, cause between the stagger I can do and having true Dromoras and a follower, yeah, let's just go into the deluge and see if there's anything more interesting. Well, not really. This place is truly just comprised of the same kind of mage that takes about the same time, even though it's a master necromancer now. It's just one-hit skeletons around him. And right after this, we're just gonna get the star. And sure, there's more bandits, but some of them are just regular bandits. Oh, this feels so much like a Radiant place instead of a location for a daedric quest. And sure, plenty of them do use Radiant locations. All I'm saying is, it doesn't have any kind of oomph. And if you're thinking that there's gonna be a boss, oh no, that was the Master Necromancer. The boss of the quest comes later. Anyways, here's his body. Malin, and on his feet, Azura's star, which is a bit broken, and now I have a choice. But I'm gonna come to Nellikar instead of the priestess that we've encountered before.
Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see what we'll need to do. These fissures and cracks aren't encouraging. Malin obviously was growing more desperate once he left the college.
And I'll explain my reasoning for it in just a bit.
He didn't. He actually managed to trap his own soul inside the star, but it's falling apart. It needs more and more souls to sustain itself. The star is being used to sustain Malin's soul. I can't fix it while that fragment of him is inside.
Okay, Nellikar, so we're gonna have to deal with Malin.
Precisely. But it's not as simple as enchanting Malin away. He's put up barriers. Souls are only allowed in, not out. If we were to somehow send a soul inside the star, one that was ready to overpower Malin from the inside...
And once again, you'd have to be so silly and naive to say yes, but he's being honest.
Without fully killing you. Once Malin has been dealt with, I'll bring you back.
No guarantees, and yet the guy is just being honest. So yeah, we're ready.
Stand very still. This might sting.
Oh, it won't. It's actually, I'm just a main protagonist on a video game, so as I'm playing, it's not gonna sting any sort of bit.
My disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting hungry. Why? There's something different about you.
Yes, there is. I'm the Dragonborn, Malin.
And who are you to challenge me? I have conquered mortality itself. I've spat in the eyes of the daedric lords. This is my realm now. I've sacrificed too much to let you take it from me.
I just said I'm the Dragonborn. Also, are you really running? All that ego, and you're just playing it like me. Send a couple Dramoras in your place and run. At least I loot. But he's just cowering. Oh, great. We're gonna have some Daedra hearts by the end of it. And it's now time to teach Malin a lesson. So, how does it feel now that he's the one that has Dramoras coming for him? I hope it feels ironic, cause the boss fight itself went as easy as it's probably for a strong NPC to face me without my Dramoras. And note that I haven't really paid attention to my armor. Now, even though he had no reason to, Nellikar can be trusted, just like I said.
The numbness will pass. Just don't strain yourself. We've done it. The star has been cut from Azura, and Malin's soul finally has some measure of peace, even if it is non-existence.
Okay, so what do we do with it now?
Now, you could use it for what we meant it for, using black souls for enchanting. The black star will never decay, but it can no longer hold the white souls of lesser creatures. You keep it. I'd sooner finally put this chapter of my life behind me. Congratulations. You've changed the fate of a daedric artifact and lived.
Changed it, but it's still a daedric artifact, and if I'm not mistaken, it's completely bugged. As far as I know, the Black Star can do everything that Azura's Star does, but the opposite, not so much. So, time not just to build a house, but to build a home. So we're just gonna do the plain old basic thing, and it's now time to improve it. So, the main hall, we're gonna remove the entryway, and we're gonna choose our 3 wings. And the 3 that I haven't done yet are the kitchen, which of course, since I have the grain mill on this one, I'm gonna have a trophy room, not just for bragging, but because the other north wings make more sense elsewhere. Oh, and obviously the other one is bedrooms. Also, Nyada, you've been amazing, but I do need a steward.
What do you want me to carry?
So give me my stuff and act the role. I want a carriage, a horse, a cow, 3 chickens,
It would be pleasant.
a bard,
Certainly.
literally everything that I can ask for.
Certainly.
But I'm also saddened to say
Certainly.
that a little bug occurred when I was building the
I'll
place
see to it at once.
on the trophy
Certainly.
room,
What did you-
because
I'll see
one
to
of
it at once.
the trophy stands did not show up. Yeah, I should have had another small one, but I don't. And I didn't feel like reloading, because I'd be losing 1 hour plus of stuff that I recorded and didn't feel like doing again. So that's gonna have to do it. And now that Nyada doesn't have a purpose anymore, I'm just gonna have to use Faralda to level up my destruction. But family! Let's expand ours. Starting with adoption.
This war has created so many orphans, and so few are willing to open their hearts to them.
I'm open.
Why, yes. Yes, of course. What a wonderful surprise.
So, what do I need to do?
First, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Your name?
Joshua Graham.
What do you do for a living?
I'm the Dragonborn.
What? If you aren't going to be... Wait. Sure, you're serious. Well, all right then. Where will your child be living?
In Helyarkan Hall, in the Pale.
Very well. That's all I need from you. Congratulations. I think you'll make an excellent parent. Go meet the children and decide who you'd like to adopt. Once you've made a decision, I'll collect their things and be sure they make it over to your house.
Now there's one kid that's super sweet, and one that's super in need. Oh, not that one. Where's Runa?
Pick me. Things are much
Oh,
better
she
now
was
that
gonna
Rella
say
is
pick
dead.
me, poor
But
thing.
still, I'm sick of this place.
I know. You can
Really?
come.
Are you sure?
I mean, I have to pick 2, you know.
Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Oh, you don't need to try so hard. Just be chill. You're cool. So, you're good. And for the next one, oh, it just made me so sad when I encountered her. So I'm just gonna go to Windhelm. She's living on the street.
Won't you buy a flower?
She doesn't have a bed.
Really?
She's selling flowers. Come
Do
on.
you have a place I could live?
I do. Come with.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Not at all. I have the place and I have to pick 2.
Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Well, one of you cannot be the best.
You
I mean,
lost.
I'm not saying I'll pick favorites, but, you know,
Is that an amulet of Mara?
best is just
I'm
one.
surprised someone like you isn't spoken for.
Well, I'm not spoken
well, yes,
for.
Why wouldn't I be? Are you interested in me?
Maybe.
It's settled then. Brief as life can be in Skyrim, at least we'll have each other.
Oh, flirting in Skyrim is just the silliest thing.
Blessings of Mara upon you. How may I help you, my son?
I want to get married.
You wish to be married? It's good to see love blossoming even during these difficult times. Your wedding will be held tomorrow, from dawn until dusk. Don't be late. You don't want to miss your own wedding.
No, I don't, so I'm just gonna wait.
May
I'm
you
not
return to
even
her
gonna
benevolence
leave the
and safety.
building.
Ah, here's the proud groom now. Let's begin the ceremony. It was Mara that first gave birth to all of creation and pledged to watch over us as her children. It is from her love of us that we first learned to love one another. It is from this love that we learn that a life lived alone is no life at all. We gather here today under Mara's loving gaze to bear witness to the union of two souls in eternal companionship. May they journey forth together in this life and in the next, in prosperity and poverty, and in joy and hardship. Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
I do. Now and forever.
Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
Yeah, until I change characters.
Under the authority of Mara, the divine of love, I declare this couple to be wed. I present the two of you with these matching rings, blessed by Mara's divine grace. May they protect each of you in your new life together.
We're married. I guess we'll need to decide where we're living, won't we? You can always stay with me. We're married. I guess we'll need to decide where we're living, won't we? You can always stay with me. Oh, but you have children, don't you? We'll have to find somewhere with room for them.
Oh, but I do.
Our new home. I'll see you there.
She also has a home I can use,
Hello,
and
my
she'll
love.
start a business
Back
as
from
well.
Some adventure, I bet.
Also,
Here, this is fresh.
she's
I'll
a
have
good
another
cook
meal ready
apparently,
tomorrow.
so I'll just make use of it. Thank you so
Goodbye,
much.
my love.
My love. Thank you so much.
You lost.
Oh, Nyada became so
Hello,
mean.
my love. Back from some adventure, I bet.
Well, we just got married.
Yes,
That
my
was
love.
the adventure.
Take a look.
But look at this. Look at everything that she can sell.
It's everything I could have hoped for.
Good, thank you.
I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room. If you see anything you like, please, take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do.
Oh, she's so sweet. I'll let you keep everything, but I'll still check it. So let's see. Oh, Sophie.
Mama took me to the market. There were lots of pies and cakes there. She said she'd show me how to bake one.
Well, we do have an oven, so
Say,
enjoy. Let's see what we have. What did she get? Really? Oh, she found Sabercat Tooth. Runa.
You've been a good friend to me.
That's great.
Good. Here you are. He'll follow you to oblivion and back, if it comes to that.
Good, because we're gonna need a pet. Now, I want Vigilance as the dog of the family, but for the second pet I can have,
pet?
I'm gonna
Wow,
wait
I
until
didn't know you had
Runa
a pet.
or Sophie
Could I
brings
keep
one
him?
home.
Please.
Of course you can keep him. It's the whole purpose.
Wow, thanks, Papa.
You're welcome, sweetie. Now, Vigilant, behave.
You're back.
I
Could you
am.
give me an allowance?
You say allowance, but it's a one-time thing, right? Well, I'm rich. Have 1,000.
Seriously? No way. With this, I could buy everything in the market. Wow. Thanks.
I could probably buy the market, but I can't just give you that and not speak with Runa. Do you want anything?
Wow, thanks, Papa.
You're not gonna ask me an allowance. Well, the home-cooked meal is for me, so have an apple pie.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You might want to ask me for something else later, cause I probably can give you 1,000 as well. And it's time
New here too, eh?
for the
It's good to
College
see another Nord.
of
I'd be the only
Winterhold.
one.
That's gonna be the
Almost doesn't
focus
feel
for
like
the
Skyrim,
next
being so far away from
ones.
the rest of the world
So
here.
let's just speak with a couple people to have some setup for
Not
the
at all.
next one.
I consider it
And
a blessing.
enjoy one of
My
the
family
coolest
was convinced coming
factions
here was a
in the
death
game.
sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
Just go on what's wrong.
Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther. He had something I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet that belonged to my family, and I never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
There's gonna be so much for us to do in the college.
You know, they say
Oh, but my
knowledge is
friends,
its own
I got
reward.
to Illusion 100.
You have gone beyond my teachings, which is quite a feat. I did not think it possible. But there is always more to learn. I believe you are ready for the next step.
And what is the next step?
Knowledge of truly powerful illusion spells is here at the college, but it is hidden from those who might misuse it. I shall teach you a spell to discern things hidden from others. With it, you will be able to acquire the texts you need. Bring all 4 to me, and I shall use them to inscribe the spells for you.
That is so hard to do without
Never
a guide,
There are also spells
but
that help in
it's
There
actually
may be a matter
easy
in which your
to get to
skills
Illusion
could be
100 when
The various
casting
points of focus
the
for
right
magic
spells.
energies around the
And
college
he's
have become
gonna
polluted
ask me
and
to
need
do a
cleansing.
quest for him, so that's alright as well. We'll
Very
have
well.
truly a
These
lot to
specially
do. I'm not
enchanted
just
gloves will allow you
saying
to delve
it.
directly into the
It's
focal
gonna be a
points for these
while
energies.
before I go and do
Go to each
something
focal
else.
point and remove
This
whatever
is not gonna
impurities you may
take
find
an
there.
episode or
Return
2.
the gloves
It's
to me
probably
when you're
gonna
finished.
be 4 or
Please exercise
5,
caution.
and I will want to
This is not a
do
procedure without possible
all the master
consequences.
spell rituals as well.